Ready? All right, girl, you had me and my daughter just flipping the fuck out on that book. Flipping the fuck out. And we have me and my daughter come to a consensus. Monster is our man.
So
Our
Monster.
monster is our man. That is our man. So let's get the introductions out the way. Please introduce yourself. Tell us what genres, multifaceted author that you are, and anything you want us to know before we get started.
My name is Masterpiece. I am, dang, how old am I? That's bad. Tony, do we turn 35 this year? Okay, I'm 34. I'm 34 years old. I have 42 books on Amazon. I write urban romance. I think Forevermore was like sci-fi ish. I don't know. Um, I would say sci-fi. I only got one book, maybe two books that's kind of like edging towards that, and dark romance. That's it for now. For
For
now.
now. For now. Right. All right. So you exploded onto the dark romance side. And the Filth Kings is a book that really puts some boundaries. It puts some boundaries. It obliterates the boundaries. Yeah. What drew you to dark romance as a genre? And did you always want to go that kind of route when it came to your writing and stuff?
Yes. Okay, so dark romance is one of my favorites. Like I like pitch black. I could have even made Filth Kings a little bit more darker than what it was. I feel a lot of people feel that it was like some people tell me it was scary, but I actually like unhinged, dark, the type of tropes that a lot of people stay away from or they talk bad
Mm-hmm.
about. And then it's all about control with me. So I read a lot of dark romance. And then when I'm reading other people's books, I'm like, damn, they should have did this, they should have did that. And I'm like, okay, let me just jump in and write it. But the only thing that has been holding me back from doing that is my fan base. You know, my fan base is urban romance, street lit. So yeah, so it took me a while to get the courage to go through with it and actually write it. But now that I'm on part two, I'm just like, I'm probably going a little bit too far. But at the same time, I just feel like being in dark, I feel
Yeah.
like I don't have no restrictions, if that makes sense.
But that makes sense though, because honestly, and you know I'm not a dark romance reader. You already know this. I felt
I
like
thought
you
you
should
wasn't
have.
gonna read it, girl.
I read the whole thing and I was like, damn, she should have pushed it harder on this part. She should have made these motherfuckers. Because I was like, I guess it depends on who writes the dark romance for me.
Yeah.
And I have constantly been saying that I think it's more of black people dark romance that I'm more compelled to reading. You know,
Okay.
because I feel like when white authors write dark romance, it triggers me. I don't even know how to explain it. It really triggers me.
Why?
I don't know.
Not me taking over the interview. Why does that trigger you?
It triggers me. It's just some elements that they write. It's just so far pitched for me. That I'm like, come on now. This ain't even dark romance no more.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I love it. I love it all. I don't even have a boundary of what author I read as far as like that genre.
Yeah.
Now, as far as certain genres, I stick to what I know, but with dark, I feel like I could read anybody's dark romance. Some I'll be like, yeah, that's not really dark. But you know, I feel like I have fun with Filth Kings. I really have fun. I had too
Girl.
much fun. And then I was like questioning myself because I wanted to go further. And I'm gonna let you ask your question, but I wanted to say something too that I'm picking up on as I'm writing part two to Filth Kings. Like
Yeah.
I noticed that when I search for books to read, I like to read something different, something I haven't heard of in the book or something I never, came across. And what I noticed is even in even on certain subjects or different things, like as far as like transgender and things like that, I don't see it in a lot of urban books. It
Mm-hmm.
probably is, but I haven't came across a story that's a little twisted. Like, say for instance, if you go on X videos and you're searching different things, like you'll see stuff like she-male, you'll see
Mm-hmm.
stuff like, you see men with breast and things like
Yeah.
that. um that's what I wanted to bring to my book. And I mean, I have a whole transgender in part two. I have different elements, and I'm just putting it all in there because a lot of things, some people say, oh, I skipped past this part because I didn't care for the girl on girl, or I skipped past this. Well, in part two, you might have to skip past a lot because the things that I put in this book is things that people are ashamed to say I search for on X videos or stuff like that. That's just a random thought.
I'm just okay. You know what? I feel like people that are like not into their own sexuality, they get so shy or so offended
Mhm.
about certain things because you're basically talking about them. It's just they can't act on it or they won't act on it.
Right.
So when they read it, they're just like, "Oh, I don't like this." Knowing good damn well a big booty Judy come up in their motherfucking face, they'll be all up in that ass. I bullshit you not. So I literally don't. So all right. So dark romance. It's like themes of obsession, trauma, morally gray characters, and that's speaking loosely with that morally gray shit. Um, but black authors are rarely centered
Yeah.
in those spaces. So why do you think that the genre has lack of black representation for so long, and how do you see that shifting?
I see it shifting if if more black authors take that leap of faith.
Mm,
Because honestly, some people tell me the master to my pieces and some of my books are already dark. I
they
just
are.
have limitations to it. Um, I just think that if more of us take the leap of faith, just like it's a lot of black authors that are stepping into paranormal.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like my second favorite genre. Now, I think that it'll probably take me longer to write it, but I do want to challenge myself to write a paranormal book. I just think that a lot of people, like that goes back to what I said. I was scared about my fan base
Mm-hmm.
because I have some loyals that have not read the Filth Kings, but I drilled into my mind for months and months, like, okay, it's okay because I need to try something new, not only for me, but this is opening up my fan base for my authors as well. So if my authors want to come in and say, hey, I want to write a dark romance, I've done it. So it's like the readers are there to support. So a lot of times it holds us authors back because we're worried about our fan base. Who's going to read
Mm-hmm.
it? Is anybody going to pick it up? And that's why I took months. I probably was getting on y'all nerves because I was promoting the mess out of Filth Kings because I was nervous myself. Like, I don't know if who's gonna read this.
It was a good book. Some people like to argue about how urban literature and street lit already touch on dark romance because it does. It really does. Because of the violence, the power struggles, the intense love triangles, the morally gray shit.
Yes.
Do you see a natural overlap between these genres, or do you believe dark romance operates under a different set of rules?
Oh, that's a good question. I kind of agree with both.
Mm,
I think that dark romance do have its own dark set of rules, but then to me, I don't give myself any rules when I set out to write a dark romance book.
yeah.
I'm into making, even when I step into different genres, I think I know I'm more into making it my own. Like,
Mm,
I make my own set of rules
yeah.
to where I'm going, what's going to be in the book, how it's going to be. And that was the challenge for me with this book because I didn't want my dark romance to sound like a lot of other dark romance books because you have a lot of people that put the run little mouse run or um, they create, they don't even create, they use the same type of sayings
Yeah.
that's, and for me, I try to challenge that and come up with something that I can own for myself. And if anybody else uses it afterwards, it's okay, as long as y'all know who did it first.
I don't think nobody's talking about taking nobody's soul through the pussy. But how do you personally define dark romance? Is it about the psychological death, the taboos, the way the love is twisted, or is it something just totally different?
A lot of it is psychological to me.
Mm-hmm.
Psychological based off of different traumas. For at least for me,
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm good with writing characters that have past traumas,
Mm-hmm.
and it plays a part on their psychological, their mental state of mind. I
Mm-hmm.
also probably mix mine with mental health because that's like my thing. I like to
Yeah.
focus on the mental. So um, I think it's heavy on the psychological.
Yeah.
And yeah, psychological, the trauma, and the love is twisted. It's
Mm-hmm.
not your ordinary like love story.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get what you get out of a contempt or just a regular urban romance, but you're gonna get something that's like, oh my god, he said that to her, he did that to her, what, like, so and then it make you question yourself, like, this is wrong, but I like it.
I questioned myself every time. I was like, yeah, I just love Monster. I just love him so much. I just everything about this man is just perfect. I just question myself a lot. A major criticism of dark romance is that it often romanticizes dangerous relationships, blurred consent, extreme power balance imbalances.
Mhm.
As an author, who doesn't you don't shy away from that shit. You just don't. You
I
like the
look at
you
both things. Now, I'm gonna be honest. With my other books, I do shy. Oh, no, 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 no. You was about to
Parker
grab the phone. With my other books, I have shied away.
yeah.
Only because I've been dragged. I'm getting dragged a little bit, not a lot with Filth Kings. I mean, I honestly don't care if I get dragged at all with Filth Kings because I already said, hey, I'm gonna get what I'm getting. I'm gonna get good. I'm gonna get bad. I'm gonna get mixed emotions, but I gotta get it out of me. So with my urban romance books, I have always reminded myself like this is not a dark romance. Because I thought about having my main male characters do some things that was dark, and I knew it would make it a dark romance if I had them doing certain things. So
Yeah.
um, with this book, I didn't shy at all. I didn't shy away at all. I didn't give myself any, even with the scenes. Like, I damn near was about to have two chapters and nothing but filth, but I had to remind myself, okay, it's a storyline still going. But every time I got into those scenes in my book, I wanted to go longer and longer and longer because I just got so into it, and I never get into it like that with the other books.
But how do you even with your other books? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, piece Master, that was some dark ass shit. Even with your sci-fi, Forevermore, that was some dark ass shit. You know what I'm saying? It may not have been in those categories of dark romance. It may not have been under that genre, but it definitely was.
Yeah. That's
So
why now I look back and I'm like, yeah, that was dark.
yeah. So where do you think that the line is the line is between compelling storytelling and glorification?
Oh, run that back to me. Run that question back to me. Let me sip slow real quick. Run it back to me.
So where do you see the line? Like, is there a line between being a compelling storyteller or writer, or is it between that and glorification? Like, Is there a line between that, or it teeters?
To be fair, it probably teeters.
Why?
Um, because first off, and I hope I'm not going off the topic, but first off, the way I story tell, and Shannon knows this because we'd be on the phone for like an hour to 2 hours. I don't know where I'm going when I start a
Mm,
book. So I can't really, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I honestly don't know where I'm going. Like, from the beginning of starting a book, I know, okay, I got the title first, The Filth
mm,
Kings. And I could write a chapter one, and then chapter one might be chapter 6 or 10, or, you know.
mm.
And I'm going off topic. I'm always bad at doing that. I'm so sorry. But
Girl, I
I
want
just
you
say
to
that
talk.
to say, like, I don't, not saying like I don't have a destination, but just with every book I've written, I never had like a set out thing. Like, if that
Mm,
makes sense. Like, I,
yeah.
so I would say teeters because tatters. I would say it, because I don't really be knowing. Like,
Mm.
I let my mind, and then I let people tell me, oh, you do this, you do that. And in my mind, if I agree, I agree. If I don't, I don't. It's that. I hope that makes sense for you.
It does. Shannon
Because
says you're
it
a
just
character.
takes the fun out of it for me. Like, I think when I write, I like for it to be a little fun. Like, even when I go back and forth, when I was on back and forth with Shannon,
Mm,
like, she was saying some things, and then, like, if she'll say something in my head, I'll say, okay, I'm finna do times more. Like, I'm finna to probably do that, but then I'm gonna do something that's like way off, off the rocker, and then send it
mm.
back to her and see what she think about that. So
That's
I'm
because you
top of
both
it.
fucking nuts.
Yeah,
That's why you
I'm not
both
gonna
fucking
lie.
touched in the
The,
head.
the process of it is insane. Like, the process is definitely insane. So it's compelling, but at the same time, it's like I don't know what to call it, to be honest.
Y'all both crazy. I don't know how else to explain that shit. Y'all both, y'all are the dark romance queens. Y'all are both crazy as hell. Okay, the brothers of the Filth King each carry a each carry deep wounds from, I guess you could say, a loveless family because the love wasn't directed to them. And twisted upbringing. It shaped them into the men they became. And how do you immerse yourself in such a psychologically intense story with these three men? And the because everybody, to me, everybody was in the background. Fuck everybody else. Those three men. How do you immerse yourself so intensely into their psychological trauma without letting it consume you?
So it did start to consume me.
Oh shit.
Um, Certain parts, it would change, my mood would alter. Like,
Mm.
and that's probably why it's taken me a long time to spit out book two. It did consume me, and actually, Octavio was supposed to have more POVs than what he had.
Mm.
He was supposed to have more, but he'll have more in book two for sure. But he was supposed to have more, but it was too much. As far as every time I got to Munster chapter, I had to step into Munster. Every time I got to Detavio, I had to step in. And Detavio is different. He's more
Right.
calculated. He has, like, Munster. If he wants to KILL, he's just going for it. With Detavio, he's more calculated. Um,
Yeah.
he had, like, Munster had a lot to endure, and he doesn't want to even
Fuck
push
yeah.
that on anybody on the things that he's been through. And
Yeah.
then Detavio, he went through his own turmoil with impurity. So it was a lot just to step into those two men, let alone step into Angel and then step into Natavi. It was almost hard for me to switch. And that's
Mm.
something I teach. Like, you don't ever want your man to sound like the woman. You don't want your woman to sound like the man. Um, it was a lot, and it was hard to like switch off, on and off, on and off. So sometimes I'll spend 2 days on just one character, and then the next day I'll spend it on the man character or something like that, because it was like, especially Munster, like I know what he's been through. I just didn't write a lot of what he went through, and I even took myself back from writing past scenes from the past of what he endured, or how I gave Detavio a lot from the past as far as between him and Impurity. I didn't want to give that to Munster because it was too much. It's
And I
too
could see
much.
that. I could see that towards the end when he got his payback, he got his lick back to Impurity. But the way when he talked about it before that unalignment scene, it was what he said and how he did it, and then it was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
So I could just imagine. So Monsters Trauma was one of the most disturbing to me.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, yes, Octavio, that shit was completely off the rocker, but his was really disturbing. Yet it had me like really into the book so much because I needed to know more. I needed to know more. What was your emotional process in writing his character? And did you ever just, because of the circumstances of his character and his trauma, did you just say, I don't even want to do this no more at one point?
Yeah. I was about to quit the Filth Kings a lot of times. I ain't even lie. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I always feel like, and this is a lot of books, because sometimes I feel like I put too much, and then I feel like I also have to come back with an explanation for it. Like
Mm,
the Filth Kings was supposed to be a standalone, but it couldn't be because as people still, let me fix my wording before I get what it's in book two. But a lot of things, down to Angel's father, down to her mother, down to, did Octavio even really cut his breast off? It's like it's so much. What's his trigger? What's his thing?
mm,
Um, it's a lot, and I don't even know if book two is just book two. But I will say that the process was really, it was not easy. I thought, I write books fast. I'm a fast book writer, and
yeah.
I this is not, it's not an easy thing, because like I said, when I'm dealing with Munster, I literally keep, like, as soon as I start a Munster chapter, like I'm on a Munster chapter now. That was my granny calling. Lord have mercy. Why she didn't call her the phone? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, okay. My whole screen had froze. Let me text her because she'll keep calling. Let me tell her. Hey.
And the mystery brother. Yeah, I'm getting to all that, y'all. Y'all going too fast. Y'all going too fast.
Yeah, the mystery brother is okay. So yeah, let me get back to,
Yeah.
let me focus.
I'm
But yeah,
listening. I'm listening, but I need to off the camera because you know what TikTok.
two. All
So,
right.
all right. Okay, I'm back.
I'm back. I'm
You
back
don't get
too.
nothing like this because you know my
Panic,
interviews.
panic, panic.
You know my interviews, bruh. back to what we was talking about. So, okay, how you say it? DeVito's? How you say
That's
his name?
Wait, which one? Octavio?
Not I
Detavio?
say the how you pronounce it?
Detavio?
The Tavio. Why I want to say DeVito? Tavio. Okay, his journey in the book explores love in a deeply unconventional way, both emotionally and sexually, and the power exchange. Because baby, she was like, "Look here, nigga, you gonna give me some pussy and some dick? Give me both. Give me both." What
I ain't
did
gonna lie, y'all. Angel is not my favorite character right now.
I? What? I'm scared. What did you want readers to take away from the character, especially in a genre that often views love through a brutal lens. If you, I don't say I'm not gonna say brutal. Unconventional. We're gonna go with unconventional lens.
It's more of a what would you do situation because I asked myself that, like, what would I do if I had a man that had hyperspermia? And mind you, that's something I go on Google and I look up different things. And this is just all because I want to put things into my characters that I haven't read about. So that was one of the first things that came up, and I kind of like researched it a little bit. And then I asked myself, well, what would I do as a woman if I kind of like fell for a man that had that? And me, I don't really have a lot of limitations to certain things, and I ain't gonna get into that. But I'll probably be like, you better go find somebody to go take it there. I ain't doing that 5, 6 times a day. You know, like
Right.
oh,
Right. That'd be the one time I'll be like, shit, you got it,
I
nigga.
like to I like to challenge my especially a lot of my readers. I like to challenge them to these type of thoughts.
Mhm.
Like what would I do? What would I do if like this if I was in this type of situation? I mean, you probably wouldn't be in this situation, but I always ask myself that first. So you gotta know, y'all gotta know that that's something I ask myself. Like if I'm writing it, it's definitely something that I ask myself. So and I have to ask myself that because I got to step into the character, the female character that like him. So I got to ask myself
Mhm.
that first, so I can step into her shoes and put my mind and my mental where Angel is and what Angel thinks of it. But Angel took it to
Facts.
her. She used it to her advantage. She liked both. So it's kind of like a
And
win-win.
that's why I said, you know how you were saying that kind of turned off some readers because it was the female on female. I don't care. Y'all could be straighter than motherfucking a line, baby. It ain't been a female alive in this world. I know some moms of the church that look at booty and be like, "Damn, she got a
Hmm.
big old ass." Like, come on, y'all cannot be that prudish to think y'all would not fuck a fine ass female, okay? Or
And
let
I
a
hope
fine
y'all don't
female.
think that everything is just a happily ever after ending with that part one. That's all I was. I wanted to add that too.
Oh, I was gonna
Look
get
how
to that.
Storm looking at me like, girl, don't you start.
I was, y'all, Masterpiece be trying my nerves. She be having me over here nervous to the bitch. Reading her books, y'all. I'm serious. So Octavio, hold up, Tink Tink. Um, his trauma, especially the scars inflicted by his mother, added a extra layer
Yeah,
of darkness to his story. Just to off rip getting to know him.
yes,
How did
yes.
you balance his pain with his pursuit of power and connection with his brothers? But I also want to add this. This is from my daughter. You foul as fuck. Why you say that man in the cancer situation? She couldn't stop laughing. She was laughing so hard, girl started crying. She was laughing so hard.
I had to find a way to hurt her. Like I had to find because I wanted Jalissa and Octavio separated at some point. And I knew about 50, 60% into the book, everybody like thinking that Jalissa was just this poor woman that got kicked out of Arkville, that she got her son. If everybody really like hung on to a lot of words, like even in the beginning when Herringbone was talking to her, like even Herringbone noticed how
That
she
shit
looked
was
down at
silly ass.
she looked at Mustard like, well, I really don't. I'm gonna stay here. You can send him off wherever you send him off, and I'm gonna stay here.
My polo
No,
chocolate baby.
I had to think of something because I was like midway through and I'm like, damn, I have to think of something because I'm getting closer and closer to Octavio's POV, but I need them separate. I need him to have
Mm.
his own life and his own thing going on and his own community that accepted him. So he has his own little thing, until Riley Rose come around.
Look here. my daughter told me to tell you, she's so happy that people got what they got because she really felt a certain type of way about that whole situation because when she found out what the mother did to him, because the whole time she was like, oh, that's a, and then when I kept reading, that's a what? I said, yeah, yeah, that's what she did. Yeah, you had my daughter, yeah, flipping the fuck out, flipping the fuck out. Whew. Girl, you had her stressed the fuck out. She was like this. What? The whole fucking time.
Like all the dots were aligning for me after each chapter. I'm like, ooh, okay, so this. Okay, let me take all of this and just.
So let me ask you this. Dark romance has been dominated by white, just point blank, white and Eurocentric everything. Um, when black authors do enter the spaces, they often struggle for visibility.
Yeah.
So, what steps do you think the publishing industry could take, and readers, because the publishing industry is only part of the problem. Readers are the next part. Can take to make dark romance more inclusive to black authors, POC authors.
Like when you say this, are you meaning like marketing wise?
Yes. Because you know how you can get on Amazon right now on your Kindle
Right. Hmm.
and you'll see a white author and their dark romance and they're promoting the shit out of that. You can see a reader on this app at least 20 times a day talking about a white author. They're not even talking about, I'm not even talking about people who have mental illness, like Willow McQuarrie that writes schizophrenia, dark romance.
Oh, I need to
They
get
don't,
into them. I love
yes,
stuff.
you, she
Give me some
next.
books, please. Text me some books.
Willow McQuarrie, she writes schizophrenia because she has schizophrenia. So she writes books from that perspective. So they are very dark. So what can as a whole inclusivity for Black POC people with mental health disabilities, queer, they don't get the marketing.
So with me, I honestly, first things first, I thought about my cover.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about my cover from both sides because honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Since when I first started promoting the Filth Kings, I brought in a handful of,
Mm-hmm.
they
Mm-hmm.
start following me, they start inboxing me, interacting. A couple of them bought the book box.
As they should.
And that came from, I know it came from the cover because
Mm-hmm.
honestly, when people see a cover, you can look at a cover and say, okay, that's urban romance. That's, this is what this is. I mean, it's not good. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, but definitely with covers, you want to look at diversity. And I also
Yeah.
got the second cover to tend to my black side. Like some
Mm-hmm.
people
I
don't
saw
want the
that.
snake. Some people don't want the snake. That some people say the snake scares them, or whatever, whatever. They just wanted Munster on a cover. So that was my first tactic as far as marketing. I first posted Munster. I posted him. A lot of people raved over him, and then I posted the snake. A lot of people raved over the snake, but I also noticed that the snake brought in diversity. Um,
Mm.
so I looked at that. I was gonna take it a step forward, and instead of me on when I upload my book on KDP, I wasn't gonna put it under Black and African American literature because
Mm.
that also boxes us. That puts us in a
Oh
box,
yeah.
and then we don't. And then you end up not seeing our books mixed in with their books because we put
Mm.
ours under Black and African American on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
That's on my list. I have a list that I literally check off
Mm-hmm.
as far as like what I'm going to do as far as marketing. I really play Monopoly, maybe chess when it comes to marketing,
Mm-hmm.
especially with this dark romance, because my goal was to pull in all angles. I wanted to pull in. And then on here, I ended up on their side. I started looking at different things, like just to see, like, okay, well, how the hell, you notice a lot with their books gets a lot of traction and different things like that. So I honestly think you got it starts with the cover, and a lot of people say that's little, that's not big, but to me, it was a big thing. It's a big
Yes, it is.
thing because if they see certain things, and they know they won't. But I think that we do have to stop boxing ourselves to really dominate, because I feel like we can. A lot of Black authors that are in dark romance, we can dominate this genre. We can do it.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can do it. But I think it's certain things that we have to certain steps that we have to take to in order to do that. Because if I wouldn't have been second guessing, like, you know what, and I did that at 2, 3 in the morning. Every book release, even my author's book release, I'm up 24 hours. I don't sleep because I'm watching,
I
Amazon.
know. I
So
know.
I was like, I was battling with myself, like, should I, and we don't have any good, like, we don't have alpha, we don't have, different things under the genres on Amazon. Like, if you look on their, not even there, but if you look under the dark romances that's under, this color on Amazon, it says like alpha, it says different things on the genre. But when I go to literature, Black and African American, it says science, it says white, sci-fi, it says contempt, urban, romance, and then thriller. So that was the only option that I had for Filth Kings was thriller, mystery
Mhm.
thriller, and then romance, and then I didn't put it under women, so I think I put it under urban. But I should have pressed the line and just said, you know what? I know it. I'm Black and African American, but we know that. Let me go over here to the
That's what I
alpha
was about to say.
men. This is what we have to do. We can't, a lot of people, a lot of us complain and say, oh, well, why my book's not showing up with theirs? Why my, because we are going on KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing, and we're putting our books, we're selecting literature, and then we're going to the sub, and then we're selecting Black and African American, and then when it takes us to Black and African American, we only have 8 different things to freaking pick from. When if we don't pick Black and African American, we can have a whole list of things that we can.
Girl, because the caveat to that shit is when they write Black characters. And I'm going to say this one time. One more
Mm-hmm.
time for the good time. When they write Black characters, they definitely put African American, so it make it look
They
like they got
do.
African American books,
They
and
do.
they be whiter than powder. You know what I'm saying? So why can't Black authors do the same? It's
And let
equal
me add
opportunity.
this: if you take out um the Black and African American genre, not saying like, okay, we don't have to abandon it, but to me, it boxes us, and Amazon only promotes us as such in that. But if we step out and go to the other genres that they have, and the other genres where we see these dark romances thriving in, you will
Mm.
see, because on my author central, I have 2 of them because my pen names are split. So one of them has 15,000 and the other has 6,000. A lot of authors are against promoting using Amazon tool to promote. But guess what? If you have an author central and you have followers on that Amazon author central, you actually could do a promotion. And if, say, for let's say your book is not under Black and African American, and you do an Amazon promotion under the genres that they put they shit under, imagine how big it's gonna, like, as far as promo, because I get the emails. I don't just have Black authors that I follow on Amazon. I have all type of authors, and I get the emails. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that the one of the things is the genre that we pick, because we say, oh, I'm Black, so okay, yeah, I'm gonna put it under Black and African, which is cool. But I
Mhm.
also feel like it's a box. It boxes us in too, as far as that too as well.
But see, the crazy part about it, when I wrote my paranormal romance, when I wrote Egyptian Heat, they I never put my stuff under African American romance. I just put it under paranormal romance. So
And that's what you have to do.
it went worldwide. So, so when I wrote that, it literally was everybody saw it, everybody,
But you
even
see, if it was under black man,
because the first cover had ISIS on it, and it was a black woman, but the worldwide cover just had a pyramid on it. So it does matter. It really does matter. But I
and
just
I
don't
tell
want.
a lot of authors this, and I have a lot of authors that come to me for advice, and I'm very transparent. I'm very transparent, and I'm big on helping other authors. But a lot of authors, when I start mentioning these things, it's like, okay, and I'm not saying, because also even with their covers, some of their covers got black people on it, and it
They
does
fucking do. They got books that okay. I I got and I'm gonna say this, and I mean no disrespect to this author, because I'm sure she'll know who I'm talking about if she ever see this video. I got an art with two black women on the cover for a fantasy book, an urban fantasy book that was about African American fantasy, and it's in African American. It's coming out in African American fantasy, but it's a white author, but she's marketing it as African American fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
So it is. We complain. Okay. Who Jesus? Now you done got me on my
You better
soapbox.
get me fired up too. And I done had,
Um.
what I'm over here having.
It. We're not. Look, I'm not saying take away from black literature. That is African American literature is top tier and it's important. But you at the same time, you cannot complain about not being seen. You cannot complain about only black people are reading your books
Mm-hmm.
because you market it only as such. Even if you do one that is one for the masses and one for us, it can be done because they do covers that have the secret covers and the filthy covers. They market for those demographics.
Yep.
It is not taken away from black culture, but at the end of the day, you're trying to make money. You're trying to make money. This is a lot of authors want to be full time. I'm not. I wrote like two books, and so I'm not a fucking author like y'all. Okay, I'm not. I'm just a podcaster and a reader, but I'm telling y'all, if y'all trying to make money, understand you can't complain if you're not willing to put yourself out there for it. You know what I'm saying? How Masterpiece did her thing with the black cover and the snake cover. That makes sense. That literally makes sense. So honestly, stop putting yourself in a box and complaining because you sound just like the crunchy wig bitch when
Yeah, you
Kamala
definitely gotta
did.
be. It's like that saying, and that I went by in high school: "Dare to be different." And it's you have to dare to be different with a lot of things, because I do this full time. This was my first book of 2025, and a lot of people, I had mixed advice, and that's why you have to be able to go with what fits you as far as advice wise, because it was some authors that was saying, well, you've been promoting this, but where's the book? Like how long? Because a lot of authors are used to just a 1 week of promotion, 2 days for promotion. No, you gotta. I look at it like a rollout. I tell my authors that this is your rollout, like an album, like how rappers, singers do. They have a rollout for their shit. You gotta have a rollout for your book. You gotta put in the work, put in a little money. I mean, visuals, character visuals, mustard only cost me about $4. Like you got to put in a little bit of money, get you some visuals, test it out. It's okay if you post something and it don't get a lot of traffic. Try it the next day and see try it the next day at a different time, see the type of traffic cross socials. And if it doesn't work, okay, time to bring it back in and come with something else. And then if that goes, cool. Like I try a lot of different
But
things.
they gotta also look at the analytics.
Mm-hmm.
They also gotta look
Yes,
at the analytics. But also, you gotta post.
you have to.
You can't just post when the book is about to come out. You have to post. One I saw Shelly P. She's been posting about her black cowboy romance way before it even is dropping tomorrow. She been posting. It may seem tedious to y'all, but it matters because people seeing stuff repetitiously, it'll
Yep.
stick in their heads. It will
Yep.
literally stick in their heads if they constantly see it. We are visual people. Humans are visual people. I don't care what nobody say. When you see stuff in repeat, it's gonna stick in your head. Whereas somebody's gonna save that and say, I need to watch out for this book because you're constantly doing it.
Yep.
We are in a social media era,
Yes, we are.
and social media will make or break you. Literally, it's not like it was back in the day at the mom and pop shops. It's not. Facebook groups are great. They are awesome. But this here social media, like on your own, because it ain't gonna be just the readers to do it. It has to be you.
And you know what, Britt? Britt is what Britt just said. 100% agree. 100% agree because, and this is no shade, but a lot of people are getting comfortable with book creators, and what I mean by that is, I have a book coming tomorrow, so I'm gonna hit you up the night before. Hey, my book dropping tomorrow, and I need you to read it. How the fuck? If I'm a book creator and I also am an avid reader, you can't come to me the night before about your damn book. And you also gotta step into their shoes and think about how they would feel. How would you feel if somebody came to you the night before?
That should be as a book creator. Before I even started doing podcasting, it was all about reviews, and I still do them. I just don't have the time to do them every week like I used to. So I read a bunch of massive amount of books, and I do one massive amount once a month of the books I've read. Y'all coming in the DMs like that? That shit there is dead. That shit is dead. Coming 3 or 4 days or telling me after the fact the book has released because enough people and not enough people saw it and said, "Hey, could you talk about my book?" It's a no for me this year. It's a no and ongoing because that shit is crazy because you don't know my life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Just like your life is hectic. Shit, mine is too.
What makes mine any less?
Shit. Just because you see me on here does not mean that I have the time.
And Britt know. Shannon knows. I literally will be talking to Britt. Shit, as a matter of fact, I gotta hit Britt up. I ain't started Bean Duke's book yet. I had to push Bean Duke's back because Filth Kings took it over my mental. But I was talking to Britt about the Filth Kings, and thank y'all for the gifts. I was talking to Britt about the Filth Kings probably back in December, January. You know what I'm saying? I never feel like I'm finna be in your inbox the week of, not even a week of. I mean, some think that's, I just feel like I already know, especially y'all are popular. A lot of authors know about y'all. So I already have in my mental that it's other authors that, need the support. It's other authors. So if you can't, read my book just yet, even if you read it a month from now, that's cool for me, But I'm never gonna push up on y'all like, oh, here, take this, take that. Because at the end of the day, as an author, you gotta know what it feel like to get your feet wet. You gotta know what it feel like to get your feet wet. And sometimes you gonna have a release where nobody is available to review your book that day or that week. You have to start. All my authors know this. You gotta have a mailing list. What if you not signed to me no more? When you ain't signed to me no more, you got your mailing list. Your mailing list done build up. Your website, your socials. You gotta have these things in place as soon as you step into this industry. You got to be organized, at least with that. I feel like every author should have a mailing list because if I don't have that extra support surrounding me, if my other seasoned author friends, they got releases or they busy with life itself and they can't repost or they can't share, that's okay, because I have my mailing list, I have my socials, I can run an ad, I even put on some fucking makeup and get my ass on the screen and hey, like I do what I gotta do, because you can't depend on people to push your work, because you should be pushing your own work 10 times 10. Even when I was signed to a publisher, in my mind, I wanted to beat my publisher at promo for my book, because I felt like that was my book. You know what I'm saying? That's my book. I'm going hard for my book, and can't nobody go hard for your shit how you can go hard for your shit. Hey, Phoenix Rose, love you too, baby.
But
So
that's just like when you told me about Monet Dragon.
mhm.
It's I and you know how I am about paranormal and sci-fi. I People will tell you about books and you never hear about them. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And I've never heard of her, but I'm glad you told me
And you
because
know what, Storm? And that's a lot of authors need to get to know. A lot of authors need to get to know content creators, book content creators. I know what Alexis is not gonna read, what she is. I know she likes short stories. I know she likes certain stories. I know what Britt likes to read. I know what you like to read. I know what Shannon likes to read. I know what a lot of y'all like to read.
mm-hmm.
So sometimes I'm not gonna go to over here and ask Alexis to read this or tell her, hey, this is a book suggestion from one of my author friends, because I know she's not. That's not the type of book she's into.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people just see numbers. Oh, Britt got over 100,000. Storm got this many. Shannon got this many. She got this many. Let me just throw it in my book. You got to get to know people and see what they like. Because how you going to tell them to read something? They a mood reader. And they might very well pick your book up and be like, you know what? I don't even read shit like this. And it ain't that the book is bad. It's just, I don't read shit like this. You
Yeah.
got to know who you're reaching out to and what type of books they like. And
That
that's just all. That's I maybe I just like to study people.
but that's part of your brand though. It's
Yeah,
for you to know who and who not to send or talk to about certain things. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? I've had people I've had that this is the book talker, this is what I like, and people will bypass anything I fucking said. Hey, here's this nonfiction book. Here's this poetry book. I don't read that. That's not me. Have you ever seen me do that?
Mhm.
Never. So, but I get what you're saying, and that's why I said a lot of authors would be like, I wanted to talk to you, but I ain't know if you would like my book. Look at our pages.
Yeah.
Really look at our pages. Look at our bookshelf.
But they ain't looking. They looking at the front. They looking at the likes, the followers, and the follows. Oh shit, she got woo woo. Oh, I'm finna get in her inbox because, and I that's just how I see it. And
I
I'm
see
very transparent with
I
stuff.
Masterpiece, I done seen somebody with 500 followers read a book, do a review, and get over like 10,000
Yep,
fucking views,
me
fucking
too.
4,000 likes just for that one book. Just
Yep.
for that one book. Even
Yep.
before I got past fucking 5,000, I was reviewing books and the author literally sent me a package because she said, you made me have some book sales because nobody knew about my book. Y'all don't understand, as book talkers, it don't matter about the numbers.
It don't.
People like to hear an honest review. That's what they want to hear.
And if
An
they can
honest
depend on your review.
because some people will like a short review, a
Mm-hmm.
long review, a comical review, but they want an honest review.
Yep.
That will do it. Yeah, engagement matters more than followers.
Engagement, yeah, engagement, and that's why I'm trying to dabble in more, like show my face, show my personality. I think I do have a dope personality. And I want to show that more. I want to display that and show like, okay, I can see her writing them type of books because, you know, look at her, you know, she's silly, she's serious, she this, she that. You know, I want to do that, but you know, this is things like a lot of authors, they question like, well, why is my book not this and why? You got to be able to stick your neck out there, but when you stick your neck out there, you have to, you know, some people just don't have manners, I guess. You know, no manners, no.
Yeah, they be disrespectful as hell sometimes. But you know, you're not gonna always reach out to somebody and they'll be the nice person and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and read it," because you might come across a motherfucker be like, "Okay, you disrespect no hi, no fucking hello, no, how you doing,
I
bitch?
think you
What?"
should also get your engagement up too. Like you have to have, you can't, and I'm seeing this a lot. A lot of people are depending on, you know, a lot of just reviewer content, stuff like that, content creators. But you also, like as an author, especially if you full time like me, I could not like say, oh, I'm gonna depend on Storm every book release. I can't say, oh, I'm gonna depend on every book release because people got other shit to do. People got other books. It's somebody else's book. Britt love Jatoria books. I love Jatoria books. So what if Jatoria drop on my day and she got the Jatoria book before mine? I can't be like, oh no, but read. That's not how shit work. You know, you gotta have your own plan for you. And then everybody else can contribute to that. But what if everybody else can't contribute on your release day? You have to be ready to say, I'm finna get in these Facebook groups. I'm finna get my ass on Threads. I'm finna get my ass on Instagram, my ass on TikTok, Lemonade. I be on all these apps. And half of the apps, I don't even know how the fuck they work. But I'm on there. I get my ass on there and promote. I
As
gotta
you
do what I gotta
should,
do. It's
as you
my book.
should,
You
as
know,
you
it's your
should.
book at the end of the day. You got to do
Cause
what you got to do.
I'll tell you right now, cause if Phoenix Williams or Kenya Wright knocks at my door, I'm out of it.
And you're right, baby.
I'm out of there. If Kenya Wright says, "Hey Storm, I need you to read this book and tell me what you think," everybody else getting dropped. Phoenix Williams, if she come, hey, what she just did to me. She just did that to me. Like, hey, I just came out with a new book. Oh, fuck
That's how I
everybody.
feel with LK. So LK, so he'd be like, sis, I don't even know what the fuck she finna say when she texting me. As soon as she say sis, I be ready. I be locked in. Like, what's up?
Like, you ain't got to tell me nothing. I don't give a fuck if it's just Jack and Jill jumping down the hill. I am there. I am there. Fuck. Same with Tessa Stone. Because that's just who I am. You know, you have your favorites. But I try to read everybody. But I don't like being pressured.
No, I don't do pressure. Only person that's finna pressure me is me. And that's with my discipline, and that's me to kick these books out. I'm the only person that's finna pressure or receive pressure, and that's for me. And nobody finna pressure me. Now I noticed, like when I came to you about Monet Dragon, I've been watching her, and she does my graphics, but I've been watching her, and I'm like, I told her, like, babe, you got to start doing this. You got to do that. You got to, you know, get yourself into this. And as far as me, I'm gonna stick my neck out a little bit and reach out to some people that I know read your books. Will read your book.
I'm
A
so
lot of
happy.
people don't take the time to get to know who reads what. I didn't send you Filth King Storm because I didn't think you was gonna read Filth Kings. You don't read dark romance like
I
that.
don't. But like I said, nothing against you white folks. But I I just for some reason the only white person who does dark romance that I will read is Willow McQuarrie. And she writes from a perspective of her own, from her own mental health issues. So therefore I tend to lean towards that. And when it comes to black authors, I don't know. I read Victoria C's dark romance. I read yours.
I
I
just
just
ordered Jatoria books. You know, I'm finna
I
do my Are You
I just
Jealous?
bought I just got her tea box.
Wait, what?
I just ordered the tea box yesterday. I found out about it
What
yesterday.
the fuck is
I'll
a
send
tea
it to you.
box?
I'll send you the link. I just got because it's a product of the street tea box. There is a Jaquel J. fucking Delgado Menace tea box, and there is a fucking Victoria's Secret, and I just got Victoria's Secrets because it includes uh the Baccarat King Baccarats, and it includes Mason Neiman. It's a box, tea box. It's a tea box. I got it. I got it. I saw it. I got
Now I'm
it.
over here jealous and stressed because
Now
you
I can
just
say, are
said
you? What you say? Are you jealous? I got it.
I'm finna. Okay, you said Jaquel. You said hold
It's
on.
just it's the regular tea box, and it's the bigger one for pots and for product of the and for Jaquel, and then it's Jatorius. Yes, I got it. I got it. I got it. Yes, ma'am. I got it.
I gotta find Jaquel website.
It's I'm interviewing her next week, but she makes tea boxes for authors. And she made one for Jaquel, she made one for E. Bowser, and she made one for Jatoria, and I got the Jatoria.
Wait, so does that person sell it?
Yes, ma'am. She
Who
makes
the
it.
hell sell it?
Natalie, she is called the Urban Tea Room. I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link.
Girl, text me that link, please.
Yeah, I just got it yesterday. I saw it and I was like, "What? Oh, let me
Because
get
I
this."
just ordered, I think I ordered 3 or 5 books from Jatoria. I still I gotta hit Jaquel up because I still ain't even got my confessions of a housekeeper books. And that's like
Yeah. So let me ask you. Speaking of boxes, you got book boxes, ma'am. So you're giving readers an immersive experience beyond the story. What
girl.
inspired the idea, and what can people expect? And is there any way to get any more of them? Because I ain't order mine.
Let me tell you something. Them book boxes down there gave me gray hair. I'm scared to sell anything. I don't
What do you mean?
them book boxes stressed me out so bad. Cause I'm some like a perfectionist when it comes to me sending out things, and I don't want nobody to complain. I want it to look this, I
Yeah.
want it to look that. And then I didn't realize like when I got to about two, because first of all, I went past what I stocked on, but I had different things to add. So I said, okay, I'm cool. But then after the book boxes came to separate orders, and when it got past 200 and it got up to three, I was just so overwhelmed, and I never ever get so busy to where I can't write. I'm just now, yesterday was my first day locking back in on my story because of me rapping and checking Amazons to see when they finna send me, because I had to send back over 50 books. Then I had to send back another 29 books. Then I had to send back another how many, what, 30 books, 5 books, 6 books. It's like I swear the deliverer from Amazon is basically like tossing my shit. They must be eating chips and sticky shit and touching over my covers, but I don't sell books that look fucked up. And they had scratches and all type of shit on the books. So I had to send books back. I'm waiting on more books to come. I am gonna do more, but it's gonna be a small amount. Yes, there will be an audio. I am now in the works with Podium right now as we speak.
Um, you could text me. Matter of fact, just tell me the price so I can send you the goddamn money now.
Yeah, boy, put your shirt down. Boy.
You just text me. Just text me because I want my book box. And
I will put yours to the I'll put yours to the side.
y'all not finna be on this internet talking about, oh, look what I get. I swear I'll run up on one of y'all.
Because it's coming in. I just shipped off 50 more today. I only got about 4, I think 5 more left. And that's only because Amazon when I got to the books and started wrapping them up, they was scratched up, and I said, nope, gotta send these back, gotta wait. I would have
Lord.
been done today with my shipping, but I had to wait and get more books because I don't like the books like just those books were folded back, pages ripped.
Damn.
It's I don't know what they be doing on their end. They be doing
So,
something.
so let's talk about your newer authors. They're dropping books like pancakes.
I love it.
And Madam Wise has a book box as well.
This
Can
is Madam Wise. This is Madam Wise. Uh, I think third book box or second book box. Hey boo, this is Madam Wise's second book box.
where the fuck I be at?
They all on fire. I am. I every day I say I'm proud of them because I am just that. I'm very very proud of every last one of them.
Mm.
And they all took my mastering literacy class, and I see that they took everything that I spoke of in that class and they're putting it, to great use.
Yeah.
And I'm very one-on-one, so anytime any one of my authors need help, they need something, they confused, we gonna figure it out. We gonna figure it out.
So what's on the horizon for you? What moves you gonna make? When we gonna get another sci-fi book?
Oh, you know what, this is the year of the dark for me, I think.
I mean, your sci-fi was dark.
Yeah, I do have another one in me. I do have another one in me. Um, the Filth Kings messed up my whole lineup because the Filth Kings was not there was not supposed to be like a book two. But I did that to myself with that ending, and I know I did it to myself, and I preach about that to my authors. So I have to stand 10 toes and get this book two done.
And you couldn't help yourself to add that little supernatural aspect towards the end.
I was craving to do that. I deleted that part like 4, 5 times, and I said, "Fuck it."
I said she couldn't help herself. She just couldn't help
I
herself.
had to like, and even my editor was like, "What are you doing?" I said I had to.
Okay, Sister Harlem said, "How do you decide whom you want to work with in terms of authors?"
Like, do you mean like who I decide to sign to Masterpiece
Yes.
Presents? Um, it's based off my fan base because when you sign to me, I am trying. Like, first of all, when you sign to me, I don't want to fail you as a publisher. And I'm very open and honest about my fan base and what my fan base like, because a lot of people don't like giving new authors a chance.
Mm.
And so for me, I feel like I have to step it up with the covers, the marketing, the promo, everything for my authors. So I'm always honest with them, like, hey, my fan base probably not gonna take to this. They're probably not gonna take to this, or they're not gonna take to that cover. So I don't take away from my author's creativity. Whatever you write is whatever you write. That's the story that you have locked into you. But I have to be honest and straightforward to you about my fan base.
Yeah.
And if it's something new, two of my authors are excited about me writing dark romance because they want to write a dark romance. Well, I just opened that up for them with the Filth Kings. So I do read through the work.
Mm-hmm.
And probably like a couple of my authors, I placed them with a developmental editor that actually does sessions with them. Like
Mm.
one-on-one sessions. I'm talking about they're on a video call and they're on the phone with that developmental editor, and that developmental editor is breaking everything down and teaching them. You have to want to learn. You have to want to learn because let me tell you, them sessions ain't cheap. But I got to get you to where you need to get to as an author. So you better be sucking in all of that with that developmental editor. And then when I feel like they don't need the developmental editor anymore, they go to a more advanced editor to where she does line editing, but she's still kind of like developmental editing as well. So she's kind of testing out what you learned with that other developmental editor without you even knowing. And
Mm.
then she's gonna give you that feedback, like, okay, this X, Y, and Z, this is what you need to fix. This is so
Mhm.
it's a whole process, and that's why I closed off my signups. Because let me tell you, Storm, I was only supposed to have like 3 authors, and now I'm at 6, and I'm like, that's it for right now. Maybe at the end of the year, mid-year, I'll take, but I don't want to be a big publishing house because I'm always hands on. I don't want to ever become too busy for my own work and
Yeah.
my own craft, and I don't want to be too busy to where I'm not being fair with each author on my team.
As you know, Princess Chanel, that's my baby. That's
I love
that's my baby. That is my baby.
And I
So
love that every author, like, even with their own personalities and they are who they are all like, we work as a family.
yeah.
And that's hard to find in different, other publishing house, because it'll be a lot of people with different personalities, and we all have different personalities too, but we all respect each other. We know we have personal lives. Madam Wise is a teacher. Mona Leah is a nurse. Princess Chanel, she have a lot going on too. Like, we all have a lot of different things going on, and so we respect each other. Especially them, they come to me like, Masterpiece, you've been doing too much. Do you ever sleep? Like, do you ever go to sleep? Like, just chill, relax, and I be having to tell myself, like, okay, I'm out there, relax, chill. But I just be so on top of them and trying to make sure I'm giving them everything that I have. Because when they walk, when they're ready to spread their wings and leave me, I want them to be like this. They got it. They know what they know. So that's just
She
my goal.
relaxes at the book events, the after hours.
Let- you know what happened at the last after hour.
The after hours. That's what.
We'll start calling once it start getting good. Let me tell her stop.
Yeah, she relaxed at the after hours of the boozy book tours.
That's when you see the really real.
So when are I'm gonna say this because this is more for me than anybody else. When am I gonna get a paranormal?
I'm scared.
Why, Jesus? I when I said I asked this to Miss Lady P, but I'm gonna ask you too because y'all give me exactly what I need when it comes to y'all urban fiction and now your dark romance. All you got to add is them bitches with fangs, wings, turn to stone, blow fire, some shit.
I love vampires, but I see me world building with vampires in my own special way, and my own special way is always twisted. So I am gonna probably start working on a cute little outline. If I could get a cute paranormal out, it's not gonna be cute. I'm lying. If
No.
I could get a good paranormal out by October, I will do it. Even
Cause
if it's
all I've been asking for is gargoyles, some goddamn fade that don't look like fucking Benjamin Franklin, motherfucking some motherfucking dragon, mafia beef, some shit
yeah, I do want to.
with gold fangs,
I
cool
have a good
fangs.
imagination, and I had to check myself a lot of times with Filth Kings and remind myself that this is not no damn paranormal or no fantasy book. And my mind kept going there. My mind kept going
I
there.
saw that.
My
I,
mind kept.
I
Even my direction of typing, my editor was like, I can tell when you were trying to go a little bit over. I said, yeah, I had to bring myself back and remind myself this is just dark romance.
let me tell you something. Peace in the beginning when she gave birth, I was like, is this gonna go into paranormal? Is is, is this gonna be my paranormal? Is this about to be a dark paranormal? Because the way you had worded everything, I was like,
I was finna go there. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I kept wanting to go there, but I said no. This is only dark romance.
that's what I need you to make a dark paranormal. I love, okay, I may not like dark romance, but I love dark paranormal. I love the darker the better when it comes to paranormal.
Oh, where is my files? You know what? I'm gonna show you something. me see if I got it.
I just need one of y'all to make Goliath from Gargoyles and make him have a beef with motherfucking a Dragon King or something.
I had I got a thick file folder of a whole paranormal I wrote back in 2011.
And they wearing grills, Timberlands, and suits. All the same. I need all that.
They little things gonna be extending.
They fighting for the city. Some shit. The bitch could be an assassin. She could be a motherfucking boss her damn self. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I just want a dark. Cause right now, honestly, Tessa Stone and fucking Monet drunk. Let me tell you something. If you ever talk to Monet, let her know. If I don't get part 2, I'm gonna turn over some shit.
She's so shy. I'm gonna let her know.
I will. I will crash out because she left me on that cliffhanger, and that's some bullshit.
And you know what? She sent me the cover. She sent me the cover for book 2. It was actually bomb. It was bomb. She made
That's you see, and that's the thing that I love about you, Masterpiece. That you also help other authors. You also recommend them to people. That you also are a girl's girl in the way of the author world, and I love that because you
it's
know
room for all of us.
it is, and I love that about you. You even as a reader, I'm just in awe of how you do things and how you move. You know what I'm saying? I can never move like that because I'm Hulk smash 24/7. I can't help it, but I try, but I can't.
Hey. And
But
I love you still. Look.
but it's only a few of y'all that have really got to me, and I'm just like, I'm glad I know them. I'm glad I know them. Y'all have kept me out of so much trouble. It's ridiculous. People don't even understand. I know y'all have an issue with authors being in reader spaces and readers being in author spaces, but sometimes those are actually good things.
Can't nobody tell me that.
No, I see it so
I'm a
much.
reader. I'm an author. I'm gonna be in both spaces.
Right. It's this thing on. This is why I don't be on this app like that no more. It's this thing where they say authors shouldn't be in reader spaces, readers shouldn't be in author spaces. But if you really knew the backstory, there are a lot of readers who are really close friends with a lot of these authors. You know what I'm saying? It's just y'all that have the problem. Y'all are the problem.
You know what? Today, someone posted Demon's Dream alongside to Filth Kings, and I totally feel like it's 2 different books. Me and Elle are like sisters. That's my big sis. But I knew, like before the book, before the post even got traction, I knew it was something that was going to turn into like a negative and then a positive. It was going to be some people that felt offended that they even put Filth Kings next to Demon Stream, or some people felt like the books. But I feel like the saying is this: how readers shouldn't be in author space, author, blah blah blah. I just feel like if you are an author that cannot take being dragged, meaning we all sensitive, right? We sensitive in some form. We not all made of stone. We have emotions. We're human. But I went through the post. Some people made me smile. Like, oh, I love both of them. I gave them both 5 stars. Then there were people like, oh, I gave that a low 2. I gave Filth King low 2. And this book is a 10. And I just scrolled past it and I thanked the woman that made the post. And I kept reading negative and positives. But if you are somebody that gets worked up and just over the deep end, then if you are that type of author, you don't belong in reader spaces. Mm-hmm. And if you are the reader that don't like certain things that authors say, and you get bent over edge because a author is expressing their emotions and how they feel, and you can't respect that, then you don't belong in an author space. But then how do a reader not belong in an author space if an author space is to promote their fucking work? That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. And I just think people just like controversy. They like drama.
It doesn't make sense.
Just tell me you're not getting dick down and your pussy not getting ate. the right way. Just tell me that. You know what I'm saying? Just tell me that is the fucking problem.
Yeah.
Because there is no way y'all taking this internet shit that damn
It's
serious.
too, and that's why I said I can. It took me a minute to get to that point, but you got to tell yourself this, and this is what I tell myself. I tell myself with every book I drop, my girls is gonna love this. Some people gonna love the fuck out of this shit because it's
Mhm.
filthy, it's crazy, it's twisted. But then some people are gonna be like, "Oh my god!" And once you tell yourself that, when you see it, when you're going through your reviews and you see your 1 stars, your 2 stars, you already told yourself that. So it's to be expected. It's no point in you going as an author on social media to vent and say blah, 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 because if you already tell yourself, hey, my book not going to be for everybody, but it's going to be for somebody. You
It
already
is
know what to expect when you see them 1 stars and them 2 stars, because those are not your people. Your book was not for them.
that part. People who make these videos, and this goes for readers and authors. People who make these videos that talk about shit about somebody saying, "Oh, this was bad," or those readers that do that DNF shit. If
Mm-hmm.
if that author is not problematic, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about problematic, and this is just something that is your opinion of a book. Why would you make a video to keep someone from reading that book? Because unfortunately, once again, we're in a social media age. Unfortunately, there are followers who will take your word as truth, and they will be missing out on a good book. And then they
Let them
will
have their own opinion.
and right, there is a lot of sheep.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of sheep, and this is no disrespect. It's just there are a lot of people who really take people's word off the internet before they'll take their own fucking word. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to stop that shit. That
When
shit
people
is
give bad reviews, you know what? When I am on my FYP, I
mm,
learned that. I know where my FYP is on here now, and I learned that about a couple weeks ago. But anyway, when
mm,
I'm on my FYP, it was a book by Lauren Bell, and some people love her book. A lot of people was dragging her. They was like, it was just unethical. It was disgusting. And then, her book got banned from Amazon to where you can only get the paperback. Okay. First of all, when books get banned, I buy them. I want it. If your book get banned, I want it. I want to know why it was banned. How dark was it? Okay.
mhm.
That turns me on a book. Another thing that turns me onto books too is when I keep seeing people making video reviews bashing a particular book, I'm going to get it.
Mm,
So
exactly.
when people, I sometimes I tell my mind that too. Like, okay, she did a woman. I just sent it to you. A woman just made a review of Filth Kings, and she started off like making it seem like it was the best review ever, and then she said it sounded like historical. It was historical written. It was this. It was that. It was blah blah blah. And she tagged me and then followed me. Well, why would you want to follow me if you don't like my fucking
Stop
butt?
tagging these motherfucking authors. Stop tagging these motherfucking authors and these goddamn think pieces of
Oh
y'all shit.
shit!
Stop tagging these fucking authors.
And
Stop,
I
and
ain't the
I'm gonna
author.
stress that.
You know what I told her? I put roses in a heart face, and I gave her a heart emoji, and I said, "Thanks, babe, for reading the book." Because what you want me to say? You
Stop
didn't like
tagging.
it, but I'm not gonna cuss you out because you still read it. You got through 300 and some pages to read the whole book to find out you didn't like it, which is cool. But why you want to follow me now? Now you're following me, and you
But
don't like the book.
but there's a caveat to that also, and this goes to the authors. I know I'm about to piss off a lot of y'all, but I can only speak my truth and keep my pussy clean. So I'm just gonna say this. If someone tags you in a review and it's a good goddamn review, they're saying it's a good fucking book, don't get in the comments and be like, nah, that's not how I told the story. That is not what I meant. That you don't understand the fucking XYZ of the book. Cause I'm gonna tell you, y'all got one more time with me. One more time. I literally, it's from my perspective.
I don't correct shit. And you
But
know what?
girl,
You
girl,
can tell me I had a pig flying in that bitch. I ain't finna say I didn't have no pig flying. If you thought you read about a pig flying, you read about a pig flying in that bitch. I don't know. But that's
yo,
what you read.
yo, I'm so fucking serious. Is what? Eshivon, please, Jesus.
Whatever perception you took of it, baby, is what you took of it. People pronounce name wrong. I even do videos pronouncing all my character names. If you still pronounce it how you pronounce it, baby, that's how you want to pronounce it. Shit, I don't give a damn.
I'm gonna give y'all symbols, a syllable. I'm not even gonna say the name no more because you could tell me today what the name is, and tomorrow it'll be December. I don't say the name right. You just told me what his name is, and I'm gonna say, "Oh well, December was a bad motherfucker in this book." But now I just be like D. I don't care. I just, but
I don't either.
but the thing about it is, everybody should be respected, right?
Yeah,
Everybody across the
I
board should
totally
be
agree.
respected. But to get respect, you have to earn respect.
Yeah.
And just like you don't want an author coming under your post, you don't want to tag an author in a bad review. If that is your bad review, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. It's okay.
That's where the saying comes. Authors don't believe belong in reader spaces. Readers don't belong in author spaces. But to me, how can readers not belong in the author space? Because that's how authors promote their work.
Yes,
If
Angel, you can ask questions.
if readers ain't in their space, how the fuck you promoting your book?
Yes.
If it's same for readers. If authors aren't in your space, how are we supposed to know how you're taking to our book?
So let me ask you this. With that being said, I'm finna go back to Filth Kings. You said that there were some readers that wasn't feeling it, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you mentally prepare yourself? Because you pride yourself in the reader group that you have, the fan base that you have established, that you have built from the ground up. How do you prepare yourself to lose those followers for some because it's a turnoff to them? And how do you prepare yourself to gain outside of the followers that from the demographic that you're used to?
Let me tell you, like I said, from when I first knew I was going to go through with Filth Kings, the promotion was for 2, 3 months long.
Mm-hmm.
And I had readers jump in my inbox and say, I still love you, but I'm not going to read this. The snake scares me. The snake seems demonic. The snake seems this. The snake seems that. Or I don't read dark romance. That's just not my thing, but I'm still going to give you a chance. I told myself probably like 10, 15 times a day, a lot of people not going to read this. But then again, from the promotion, from my marketing, a lot of people going to read it. So it's like, even from the readers that I feel like, okay, they're my loyals, even though I felt like a big bundle of them wasn't going to read it, I still knew just from my promotion alone, it was going to bring in numbers. It was going to do good. I had support. Estevan, K. Renee, a lot of different authors I can name supported me. Like we stepped as a family on it. And then, Shannon, Bread, I had a lot of people ready to support it. So it's like I kept telling myself the positives and the negatives. Sometimes you have to tell yourself that, because if you're only thinking, I know a lot of people say, oh, you got to manifest good things. I always manifest good things. But then again, I'm realistic with myself. You have to be able, because what if Filth Kings didn't do good? As an author, you have to prepare yourself for either a win or a L. You got to prepare yourself for either or, because it's some books that, like Forevermore, I felt like it should have went viral. Did it go viral? No, it didn't.
It should have.
But you have to prepare yourself as an author for that. You got to know that some books are not might not take off how it take off. I have 42 books. And out of 42 books, there are going to be some people that only remember me by Filth Kings. Some people are only going to remember me by Bow Down. Some people, The Master to My Pieces. Some people, Forevermore. It's always that one book attached to that author that people are going to say, I know her from this book, because that's the book that stuck to them. So you
Yes.
have to be prepared and you have to tell yourself, yes, you want to manifest positivity and tell yourself it's going to do good. But at the same time, you want to be real with yourself and say, okay, if this book doesn't do what it needs to do, what I didn't think it would do, okay, I got to be able to step back in this fucking lab and get back to business and keep working. And
True.
if it does do, and if it does do good, and if it does do what I expect it to do, I still gotta get my ass in the lab and not be comfortable just because it did good and get back to fucking work and capitalize off that book that did good. Because some people get books that do good and they can capitalize off of it, but they get slack and they get cocky and say, "Oh, my book did good. I got 1,000 reviews. I'm doing good. I made some money. I'm cool. I'm gonna take a break." You done took a break and people done fucking forgot about you. So it could go. It could go either or.
Your work ethic and Kenya Wright's work ethic are like neck and neck. You know what I'm saying?
You're right, girl. I think hers is way beyond me.
No,
She
no.
be right.
And I talk to her so much. You know what I'm saying? Prayers to her and her family right now. But I talk to her so much, and she is constantly giving knowledge. And you do the same thing. And y'all work ethic when it comes to y'all books, y'all pushing them out, pushing them out. If I blink, y'all got a new book coming out. You know what I'm saying? So y'all work ethic and how y'all will pull in others within y'all light is something that's why I say y'all are neck and neck to me.
And you know what? Don't and if any author is in here listening right now, I want to just say, don't
Wait
ever.
a minute, I was about to say that. Wait a minute, let me get to the question first.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
You know what's going on over here.
If you could give advice to any author, regardless of the genre, male or female, what would you give them and what would you tell them not to do and what to do?
First off, you control you. So, with that being said, if you are the type of author that want to come in and drop a book, let's say once a month or once every couple of weeks, do that. Don't ever let somebody tell you, "Oh, you dropping too many books. How we gonna keep up? How we gonna?" Because you got reader. I'm an avid reader, baby. I could read a book. I could read 2, 3 books a day if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I could read probably 5 if I'm in that mode. Don't ever let nobody try to pace you.
Mm-hmm.
If you are an author that come out with a banger every 6 months, that's for you. Okay, so when I drop a book and I gain fans from it and people say, "Oh, I love this author, I want to support every book she drops," I have to get them readers to adjust to my how I work, how I drop books. So if they know, okay, she gonna drop once every 6 months, they gonna come around once every 6 months because they know I ain't got nothing for them but the book they just previously read. You always gotta pace yourself. Don't let nobody else pace you. And don't get into something you know you cannot do. You got to be real with yourself and tell yourself it always got to make sense. And I tell my readers that when they say they want spinoffs, it got to make sense. I can't just do a spinoff because 10 readers told me they wanted a spinoff. No, baby, I got to see my shit flooded with I want a spinoff. I want a spinoff. Because I am full time. This is my bread and butter. This is what I do. So it gotta make sense for me to say, okay, I'm gonna push my list back and I'm gonna sit here and give them a spinoff. It has to make sense. It always gotta make sense, and it gotta make sense to you as the author.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta like I said, you gotta stick your neck out sometimes. You gotta converse, you gotta network. I feel like if you're not a people's person, some authors aren't people persons. They don't really talk much but they're still successful. But I guarantee you in the beginning they were people persons. Because how else is you getting I went to the post office with over 100 book boxes. And I took my copies that were like messed up. And it was different Hispanic, black, white. And now they know my face. So they're like, "What do you write?" I said, "Hey, here, because you done scanned all these boxes, take this. Give
Mm-hmm.
it a chance." I got my business cards and my card I talk sometimes randomly. I'm in the mood to talk, so I talk to people at the grocery store. I talk to people. I be like, "Oh, girl, your hair nice." And then out of the blue, we done sparked up a conversation. Oh yeah, I'm an author. Here, take my card. 9 times out of 10, one girl at the post office, she told me I don't read books, but my homegirl love reading books, and she reads your kind of books. Oh, here, take my card. Word of mouth. You gotta want to network. You gotta get out there to some of these book events. A lot of people say, "Oh, I'm scared of book events." Honestly, I haven't been to one bad book event.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of this internet shit is not what you see in person.
Mm-mm.
You
Mm-mm.
meet people and you become close, you become, good associates, good business partners. You never know who you're gonna meet at these book events. You gotta already know you gonna have to show your face. If you don't want to show it on here, you're gonna have to show it something. You're gonna have to show it. So I just say that to say, especially if it's any authors in here that, want to reach out to me. Sometimes I be busy, but I do try to help as many authors as I can.
Yeah.
I try to help as much as I can. I'm very transparent. You hop in my inbox, you see me in person, come up to me. I ain't nobody be scared of. I'm goofy as hell, especially if I'm drinking, which is I'm gonna be drinking next week. If you see me in Texas,
I
this
won't
is
be there. I was supposed to be there, but I can't.
what
I can't. I got something I gotta. I got some shit that I gotta do, and then the week after that, I'm going to New Orleans. So I'm busy.
we going to, where.
I know, and you know what, I'm gonna have to make it up because that's Nicole's birthday. So
Oh yeah.
I said the next book event she goes to, I'm gonna let her see the real storm at that place, and we'll have a good time.
We gonna have a good time. We gonna see each other this year for sure.
Yes, yes, yes. Your
And
ass
if
better be
y'all
in.
see me, I don't care if you're a reader, an author, I don't even care. I don't care what you are. Just come up to me and let's have a chit chat.
I wish I was going to Texas, girl. I wish I was going to Texas,
I
but
got
I
my
can't.
fan. I got my cowgirl boot.
I can't. God, I'm so mad that I can't. I can't. I was looking forward to it, but something had came up, and I was like, "Oh, priorities."
I understand because a lot been coming up. These book boxes been priority. Let me tell you, ain't no better not nobody rush me with this Filth Kings Part 2 because baby, the way y'all ordered up them damn book boxes and individual signed copies, I ain't had no choice. My office don't even look right now. Look, I got a folding table up in here.
Damn. Oh wait, I'm gonna be in Atlanta. I forgot about it. I'm the podcaster. How did I forget
I'm
that
gonna
shit?
see you in ATL.
I'm gonna be in Atlanta, so
I'm
we
gonna be in
definitely go.
Miami, South Carolina. I'm gonna be I'm not doing as many book events this year only because me and the kids we're doing a 10-day vacation in Jamaica. So I'm gonna be the only places I'll be this year is Texas, Miami, um Miami going down. ATL.
I'll be in Miami.
Oh yeah, we Miami is gonna be a time.
Yeah, I'm
Uh
gonna be in Miami.
in South Carolina. Them gonna be the places y'all could catch me at this year.
Well, I'm gonna be at all the boozy book tours, and then I'm going to Germany for a week.
Ooh.
So I'll be in Germany for a week in November, and then I come back, and then Vegas popping off.
Girl.
Vegas popping off, and then December. Denver.
Wait, Vegas is 2026.
That's 2026.
Girl, it's gonna be crazy in Vegas. I'm 3 hours from Vegas.
And then Denver's the dungeon.
Oh, do I need to come to Denver?
I told you what Denver was. Denver was the BDSM dungeon. That's the interracial, multicultural. We're having a few authors that are not those genres, but yeah, and it's gonna be after that. It's gonna be a dungeon, and hopefully, I can get Sir Lisa's to lead that
When
dungeon.
is when is the Denver?
That's June 20th of next year.
And when is Vegas?
That's February. Starts February 27th to March 1st.
Just put me down for both. You know how my mental be. Put me down for both.
Because we only doing 3 events starting next year. We're doing Vegas. Vegas is the Pajama Jam.
Oh, hold on a second.
saw was ass.
Oh, did I do that to
All
y'all?
I saw was ass.
I'm sorry. My fan was a couple of steps away.
No, we're doing Vegas next year. That's the Pajama Jam. That's the Melanin Ball. Then we're doing Denver. That's the Dungeon Night. And then we're doing Seattle, and that's the Alice in Wonderland Mad Tea Hatter Tea. Yeah.
I like how Alice in Wonderland sound. Let me be Alice wandering around.
You can be whoever you want to be. You can be whoever you want to be. This year is the last year we're doing all these multiple cities signing shits, and then 2027, we're doing Temecula, California, and Phoenix, Arizona, and Savannah, Georgia is going to be a haunted mansion at a mansion. Yeah, we're going to stick to theme events.
Just please. You know I'm in Vegas. I'm gonna do Vegas. Put me down for Denver, please. I can't miss that.
So before I do my clean house of everything of what's going on with the Boozy Victoria and myself, I want to know your social media handles, where they can buy your books, your Facebook group, and what can we expect next from you.
Ooh. Okay. Cause my stomach growling. I'm hungry. Okay, first things first. www.authoressmasterpiece.com. Get your paperbacks from there. I am low on inventory, so don't take your ass up on there now because you might get a couple of like hardcovers. I don't know, but I know I'm low on inventory. I damn near sold out of all inventory. But I will be doing my inventory again when I get back from Texas. That's after I come back from Texas. So yeah, I will be restocking inventory. All my socials, you can find me authoress authoress underscore masterpiece. That's my Instagram. Author masterpiece, authoress masterpiece are both of my Facebook pages. I prefer author masterpiece for my main Facebook page. I am on Lemonade, same masterpiece. TikTok masterpiece 1324. Just type in masterpiece, you're gonna find me. You can send emails to masterpiecepresents33@gmail.com. If you have any inquiries or you just need, I mean, you don't even have to send me an email. You can always just jump in my inbox and I check my message requests like at least twice to three times a week. So don't feel offended if I don't check my message request as soon as you send it. These social medias always throw stuff in message requests and we don't see it. So that's why I try to start telling people, make sure you check your message requests because you don't know what opportunities or people that's inquiring are in your message request. I'm always responding and I don't care if I never talked to you before, just hit me up. I will get back to you. But those are my main socials. I'm on Lemonade. Threads. My Threads is connected to Facebook, so I think you can just search me like that on Threads. I mean, yeah, Threads. Yes, I think so.
Okay. Well,
and coming up is Filth Kings 2. You might want to pay attention to Filth Kings 2 because I have an Forbidden Fruit erotica 4-book short novellas that's based off Forbidden Fruits, which is a club. It is a club that's owned by Octavio, and it will be 4 books based upon different fruits, if you get my drift. So that's coming. Being Dukes is coming. The Masterpiece, that's another dark romance. Forbidden Love is an urban romance. Yeah, I got some stuff coming this year. I'm just warmed up. I just got warmed up. Got a little back. I got a little thrown off because I'm like, did I want to do a part? I got to do a part 2. I'm actually 15,000 in on part 2.
My bad.
Yeah, I'm out 15,000 in on part 2, so I'm finna write all month long, and I hope Siobhan don't cuss me out because I will be taking my laptop to Texas.
She gonna cuss you out.
She gonna cuss me out.
She
I'm
gonna
gonna
cuss you out.
ease it out when we get in the room. I'm gonna ease it out. Oh, I'm just checking inventory. Whole time I'm typing chapters.
She gonna cuss you out. So that's what we got. Love for you.
And I feel like me and you, Storm, need to be doing this once a month.
What, me and you doing interviews?
I love being up here with you guys.
We should. We should. We should. We
Anytime
definitely.
you like, hey, peace, you want to come up? Hell yeah,
I
I want to come
mean,
up.
I mean, April is open.
Just to shoot the shit, even if it's not, it don't have to be an interview, but it could be whatever. I like talking to you because we just, we just vibe. It's there.
We vibe so much, we act the same in public. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But nah, I think we should, because it can actually be me, you, Britt, and Shannon. We'll be up here just shooting the shit,
Yeah.
talking about, as I'm a novice in dark romance, I am not a novice in dark paranormal. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all could teach me some things from a novice perspective, from people who read dark romance and person that writes dark romance. So
And you teach me a lot. So, I'm always open to learn. And I love paranormal. I need to get back into my paranormal bag. Because I haven't got into my paranormal bag in a minute, but I am gonna get into my paranormal bag because that's one of my second favorite for
I
me.
just bought this. I just bought this.
First of all, I haven't even read is that connected to Legendborn?
Yeah, this is the
Is that the
third
part
book.
two?
This is book 3. This was this is book 3.
I only got book one, so I'm behind 2 books.
Yeah, this is book 3. I just got this one.
Oh my god! And you got the nerd that had a hard cover, just
But
trying to.
I don't like, honestly, I do not like soft covers. I like hardbacks.
You
Cause
trying to show it like all smooth, like
but
okay.
but this is the last time we're gonna be in this room for my podcast, because
I'm so
I have,
excited.
I have the new room being done.
Ooh, it's almost done.
No.
How
No.
long? How long we got to see the new room?
Probably towards the end of the month.
Oh, that ain't no time. That's gonna be done. That ain't no time for me.
Towards the end of my, I even got my new light that says BGT book talk with the martini glass.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and the wallpaper is so cute.
Did y'all order from her website that book?
This one, yeah, I ordered this from Barnes and Noble
I gotta get the two. I gotta get two. I only got one. Part one.
because, like, it's really nice. I like it. I just need somebody to spray the edges for me. I don't know if she's gonna come out with a spray edges book, but yeah,
Well,
I need to spray
is it
edges.
complete? Is the series complete?
I don't know if this the last one. I don't know.
You haven't read that yet, huh?
Mm-mm.
Oh
You
my
got the rest from Books a Million, Britt. Yeah. I don't know if this is the last one. I'm you know what? Even if I don't read it like this week, when I read it, I'll read it. But I had to support. I had to support.
she don't got a website?
She does, but the thing about it is it was supposed to be a midnight signing here a midnight book selling here in Chicago at a bookstore here in Chicago, black owned bookstore, but the ticket sales were so low they canceled it. So I was going to get it at the signing, but it was too low. Not enough people. It was only 7 people that bought tickets.
Damn.
Hmm.
They tripping out. They tripping.
So the bookstore didn't do it. So I was just
Okay, so I need you. It was one thing I told you to send me. What I tell you to text me?
Willow McQuarrie's books.
Okay, and then if you can remember, oh no, and the girl that do the tea boxes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh my
The
God.
tea boxes, and I gotta get all the Legendborns. I have to. I cannot. Uh, Even if I got to get my ass on Barnes and Noble, I would prefer to buy it from her website. But
Sister Harlow, in Chicago, a lot of times, a lot of people don't come out as much for book signings as you would think for traditionally published book signings, unless they're at like big stores like Barnes and
look what
Noble.
I just seen on Barnes and Noble. I didn't even know my damn book was on here.
Your book is on Barnes and Nobles?
I got a lot of books on Barnes and Noble and Target and Walmart. Right? I be having to
Target
randomly.
and Walmart. How the hell do I know that? But I don't go to Target. But Walmart, what? Okay,
I
shit.
just actually typed in barnesandnoble.com and this is the first thing that I just seen. I don't know why, but
Oh shit.
I'm trying to look for another book. So let me go and skip about of this shit.
Well, Sister Harlem, I think is I I'm from Chicago. I live in Chicago. Maybe do a better job. I got to do a better job. Maybe the people who are readers in Illinois need to do a better job in pushing authors more so than what we do, because we spend a lot of time online, but we're not really like in these mom and pop shops like we should be, and that's the truth.
Wait, they have a box for $63.99.
What box for Legendborn? I mean for Oath. What is it? Oathbound?
It says the Legendborn Cycle box set.
What? Hey, Audacity is the plug. Uh
Oh, this is all three books.
oh, it's all three. I don't need all three books. I just need one.
But wait, it looked like they have a Barnes and Noble exclusive
What the
edition.
fuck? Child, don't let me have to buy two books.
And you know, when I get my shit, are you jealous?
And that's why I'm gonna tag you in that video with the T, so I could be like, "Are you
No,
jealous?"
because you finna send me that link tonight.
But I'm gonna get my box before you.
That's okay. I'm gonna be jealous, but then I'm not gonna be as jealous. Oh yeah, this one look like the pages is something on the pages.
Sister Harlem said that that's not sanctioned by her though.
Oh, see, I just need her website. Then I need her website. Let me see. Let me Google it. Tracy Dion.
That's crazy.
Let me see what she got on her website.
Cause this a thickums. This a
I see. And you know, I love me a thickums.
this is 642 pages.
Oh yeah.
This is thickum.
Oh my goodness. Books. Did you read Cool Awkward Black? Who is that by?
Cool aqua black. Who the fuck is that?
I'm on her website.
Is that a YA too?
Let me click on it. Let me see what this is about. Because I might fuck around and buy all these books tonight.
It's the largest book in the series. Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, this is a YA.
I saw the exclusive books earlier with the spray edges. They are really nice. They were really nice. I need
But
a
that's
spray
only on Barnes and Noble, huh? So I'm about to see if that's on her website.
because if it's not on her website, I really don't want to go through Barnes and Noble to get the spray edges. I'd rather just have somebody do the spray edges for me.
Oh look, she's gonna be in New York.
Girl, I'm not going to New York. It's already cold in Chicago. I'm not going there.
Cincinnati, Chicago,
When's she gonna be in Chicago?
March 7th, but it's sold out.
That's tomorrow too. Oh God.
Huntington. Oh, it's sold out. Dude, that's gonna piss me off. I was gonna take my ass to Huntington because that ain't that far from me.
What's she gonna be at Huntington Beach?
Mm-hmm. In
Oh.
California. Oh, they just added Houston, Texas, and Atlanta for March 11th, March 12th.
Oh. I'm so mad. I'm gonna miss the one tomorrow.
Damn.
I wonder. I wonder if I go up there. They have tickets at the door.
Oh, but she don't got no special edit. That's okay. I'll just get the regular books. And then it's saying pre-order. So it's like that's forcing me.
Oh, Tracy Dion. We talking about the author of Legendborn Sylvester.
That's like forcing me to have to get. Oh, wait. She do have. Oh, see, she got it on her website though for Barnes and Noble for the special edition. See, so this is on her website.
So it's still the same thing, right?
If I guess if she putting it on her website, I guess that's good. I want to say that's good.
Well,
If it,
I'm gonna go ahead and just I'm gonna just get it. I'm gonna just get it. Hey Mika, I'm gonna just get it because I want the spray edges.
yeah, it say a sneak peek at book 3. No, I don't want no sneak peek. I want the book.
I want the spray edges. So, well, girl, let me do my thing because my neck is starting to hurt.
My stomach over here cussing me out.
um.
Let's do
So,
this again next month.
huh? We
Let's
are
meet up again next month.
gonna do it again next month.
Okay.
Look, y'all, I got a new tattoo.
Her tattoo is bomb. I'm jealous. I am jealous of that.
So before we get out of here, Booty Book Tour, we have stops in oh, Petra Perlino. Have you read her books?
No.
She is a paranormal author. Oh my god, you're in this life.
Can you gotta send me all this stuff, please. Don't forget, please, once
I
you get
love
settled,
her books. They're
send me
so
everything.
filthy and nasty and paranormal.
And you know I like filthy and nasty.
Woo!
Send
Yeah, they be nasty.
it over.
She is. I love her books. Okay, I got sidetracked. All
Look, you
right.
got five.
All right. So the Boozy Book Tour has tours in Raleigh, which is coming up. That's May 17th. We have Arlington. That is, don't let me lie. It's on the website. We have we have Orlando, Florida. We have Chicago. Then we have the second annual Boozy Book Tour Melanin Ball, which will be in Las Vegas. All those tickets are available right now. If you are interested in sponsoring any events, that is available right now. It is on the website, and the link is on the website to sponsor. It ranges from 150 to 2,000. However much you want to do, we appreciate it, and it goes towards the tour, and it also can go towards people who can't afford tickets, so they will be able to get tickets. So we're doing it like that. So teach, you got it, help somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Um, and also, what else? Oh, make sure I know I have my planner that is on Amazon. They locked me out and suspended my account. I do not know why. So if you want my planner, it's going to be digital. You can buy it on Amazon. I don't see none of those proceeds. Amazon didn't give me no reason. None whatsoever. They didn't even give me a reason.
Call me tomorrow about that. They ain't seen no email?
No. I went on the account and it said suspended. I was like,
oh no, we're gonna have to figure that out. Call me tomorrow about that.
Okay. And if you want the planner, it's in my bio for the digital, so you can do it on your good notes. Also, I'm missing something. I know I'm missing something. Oh, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm almost at 1,000 followers. At 1,000, you get monetized. I am planning on doing this full time. You know what I'm saying? Just because I got money don't mean I don't like more money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm planning on doing this full time as far as my podcasting and going on location to podcast. This will help me to get my podcasting studio because I do have a distribution deal through Amazon. They do not afford me the studio. They just gave me the deal without the studio. So I'm gonna take that deal and I'm gonna use it wisely to help promote indie authors. My YouTube channel is Black Girl Tired Booktalk. So if I get to 1,000, that money is going to go towards my studio so I can have indie authors, narrators, indie filmmakers and indie actors come in and speak, and hopefully it'll be big enough that people can pay attention to indie authors, narrators, because a lot of narrators, a lot of indie authors do not get the limelight they deserve. And there's indie film companies like Rowdy Ruski, Gunshy. They are working with indie film. They're an indie film company, two black women who are trying to do something for indie authors to make their films come to life tastefully and correctly, and it ain't passion flicks.
Mhm.
So support and what else? What else? Make sure if you're an author, Shannon has a bookstore online. The
Yes.
Literary DFW. If you want your books in a bookstore that actually caters to you, she is the person for that. She also has book boxes. She also has all type of merch that she can make. So please, if you're looking for your merch to be done, there you go, Shannon. Bitch, I said bitch. Big I read.
Juice.
And if you're looking for another podcaster who interviews indie authors, Book and Busy. Go
Yes.
to Book and Busy. Support her. So don't think we are against each other. We actually support one another. So please
Yes.
go out there. And there's a baby narrator who is on here who's trying to get her feet in the door. And that is, she's on here, and that's Good Girl Reads from the Bay Area.
Let me make sure I'm following her.
Good Girl Reads from the Bay Area has a sultry, deep voice, and she's a baby narrator, and she's trying to get her foot in the door in narration. So you make sure you check her out. And if you're looking for book reviewers, there's Sister Harlem. She's on here. She actually reads your book and she does reviews, and she has a following on YouTube that is big. So you need to check her out. All right.
She's very authentic.
She is, and a sweetheart.
Yes.
So that's all I got. I need to go puff touch some grass real quick.
Need to go eat.
And then I'm gonna go
Right.
then I'm gonna go eat. You know what I'm saying? But and tomorrow we have Cartier coming on here. Is it Cartier or Corday?
I think it's Cartier.
Cartier.
Cartier. I think it's Cartier.
All
But
right.
I ain't gonna lie, I used to say Corday.
Girl, because people been saying it's Corday. Bitches, Cartier. Okay. Look, Mr. Nasty Time.
Text me that live too.
Huh?
Text me that live.
All right. Mr. Nasty Time is coming up here, and me and him are going to go back and forth about what sexiness really is, and how the males get down and what the females won't. All right.
Oh yeah, you know I gotta tune into that.
And the last thing, April 6th, two Doms on the screen together. I will be interviewing Sir Lisa's. We will be talking about kink. We will be talking about sexuality, and we will be talking about BDSM. So if you are an author into sex scenes that deal with BDSM, kink, this will behoove you to come and ask your questions, because I will be letting you ask questions so you can ask him. You know what I'm saying? So this is no holds barred on a Sunday. On a Sunday, April 6th, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be getting down. All right. So with that being said, thank you. Peace.
Thank you for having me. This won't be the last time. I hope I see you next month.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna block out some time.
And Shelly P got a book coming out tomorrow, y'all. So
a black cowboy
tag me, Shelly P. You don't be tagging me, girl. You gotta tag me because my mind is bad. So tag me so I can support you, please.
With that being said, we finna get out of here. See y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
Bye.